Hello and welcome to this video where I will terraform Mars in only one generation. I am Stina Johansson from Sweden and I really like this board game from FryxGames. If you want to win in one generation, the first choice of cooperation would be Point Luna, since you can play more than 60 cards. But let's go extreme today and play with Vitor. I am using the base game and the Prelude expansion, and I will be playing with stacked cards. I will not bother about terraform rating and victory points. This time it's all about completing the global parameters before the first production phase. So let's start by placing neutral cities and greeneries. And of course, I've made sure that these will not get in my way. Vitor, 45 mega credits. Card access will be an issue, so I cannot afford to lose a single one of these cards. So I'm going to pay 30 mega credits, and I only got 15. Effect: when you play a card with a non-negative VP icon, including this, gain 3 mega credits. Thank you. That feels so much better. Remember that I start with 18 mega credits. My first Prelude card is Smelting Plant. 2 oxygen and 5 steel. And my second one is Acquired Space Agency. 6 titanium, and I get to reveal cards until I have 2 space cards. So that's a keeper. Oh no, I have to discard that. That's a keeper. So let's start playing cards. And this will be my routine with every card. I pay the cost, I follow the instructions, I check for cooperation bonus effect, and after that, I check for tag bonuses. Just follow me. Earth Office, 1 mega credit. And now I have an Earth card discount, and I only have to pay 3 mega credits for Media Group. And now every event gives me 3 mega credits. Investment loan. I choose to place my events face up this time just to be able to double check things. So I don't have to pay for it. I gain 10 mega credits and 3 mega credits. Now I can afford to play Earth Catapult. 20 mega credits. I gain 3. And every card has a 2 mega credit discount. Olympus Conference. With the Earth tag I pay 5. And every time I play a science tag, I place a resource here or remove it to draw a card. This is so important. I gain 3 mega credits. And I want to keep this card close to me because I'm going to use it a lot. Advanced Alloys, 7. And now my steel and titanium is worth more. It has a science tag, so I get to draw a card. Research Outpost, 16, so 15 and 16. And I want to place the city right here so I can draw a card. And this is mine. It has a science tag, and wait, did I already run out of money? Is this game over? No, let's take advantage of having some titanium. Space Station. So every card has a 3 mega credit discount. So this is 7, and I'm going to overpay using 2 titanium. I gain 3 mega credits. And now every space card has a 5 mega credit discount. Lagrange Observatory. I have to pay 4 equals 1 titanium. I draw a card. I gain 3 mega credits. Science tag. Invention Contest. I don't have to pay for it. Let's take a look at the top 3 cards. Oh, that's a keeper for sure. Science tag and 3 mega credits. Now I got 9, but that is not good enough. Mineral Deposit. I have to pay 2. I don't need to steal just yet, but I desperately need that 1 mega credit I just gained. Now I can afford to play Quantum Extractor. It requires 4 science tags, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have to pay with all the money I've got. Now the only reason I bother about production is to show that I can play cards that allow my production. Science tag. As you can see, I desperately need more money. Now every space card has a 7 mega credit discount, so I don't have to pay for optimal error breaking. And this is so important. Every space event gives me 6 mega credits and 3 heat. So let's play some cheap space events to gain some money. Technology demonstration. I don't have to pay for it. Science tag, 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Imported greenhouse gases. I don't have to pay for it. 3 heat. 6 mega credits and 3 more heat. When I have a silver cube here and I gain 3 more heat, instead of adding them, I will just immediately pay an additional 5 to increase temperature. Import of advanced greenhouse gases. It has an earth tag, I don't have to pay for it. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. And I have gained 18 mega credits just like that. Now I can afford to play research. 8 mega credits. I draw 2 cards. I gain 3 mega credits. First science tag. And second. Ta-da! Anti-gravity technology. It requires 7 science tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I pay 11 mega credits. I gain 3. It has a science tag. And I want to place this card here. So now you can see that every card has a 5 mega credit discount. So I don't have to pay for business context since it also has an earth tag. Let's take a look at the top 4 cards. These are all great cards, but I need these. I gain 3 mega credits. I want to make sure to play Martian Survey before I raise Oxygen. 4 mega credits. Under 2 cards. I gain 3 mega credits. Science tag and 3 more mega credits. Mining Expedition. I pay 7. Oxygen. 2 steel. And 3 mega credits. Strip Mine. 20 mega credits. So this is 18 and 20. And 2 oxygen. Mass Converter. I pay 3 mega credits. Science tag. And now every space card has an 11 mega credit discount. So I don't have to pay for shuttles. It requires 5% of oxygen, which I've got. I gain 3 mega credits. And I have played all the discount cards. Now every card has a 5 mega credit discount. Every space card has a 13 mega credit discount. Remember that number, 13. And Earth cards has an addition of 3. There's one more card I want to make sure to play before I start placing oceans, and that is Arctic Algae, but I cannot afford it right now. Asteroid, 1 mega credit. 2 titanium, 6 mega credits, and 3 heat. Now I can afford to play Arctic Algae. 7 mega credits, and I gain a plant. Phew! I made it through the first part of the game, making all the preparations. Now I am usually a nice and gentle person, but if I am going to succeed with terraforming this planet in only 1 generation, I will have to use some rough methods. So I'm sorry, Mars, but that asteroid is not the only thing I'm going to throw at you. Big asteroid. I have to pay 14, so 3 titanium, and 2 mega credits. I gain 4 titanium, and 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Ice asteroid, 10 mega credits, so 2 titanium and 2 mega credits. I gain 4 plants with Arctic algae and an additional 3. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. I've got 8 plants, so let's place the greenery right next to my city, and I get to draw a card. Oxygen. Nuclear zone. With the Earth tag, I pay 2 mega credits. And I want to place this fellow right here. I gain 2 plants and 4 mega credits from placing next to oceans. This gives me nothing since it's negative. I only have 1 card left on my hand, so let's do something about it. Large convoy. The discount is 16 mega credits, so I have to pay 20. This is 16. 20. I want the cards. And 2 plants. I get to draw 2 more cards. And I gain 5 more plants. 3 mega credits. And 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Convoy from Europa. 2 mega credits. I gain 2 titanium and 2 plants. I get to draw a card. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Giant Ice Asteroid. That's the most expensive card I play. I have to pay 23 mega credits. So this is 8 and 15. Three plants and 2 mega credits. And the second ocean, 3 more plants and 2 mega credits. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Let's place a greenery right next to my tile here, so I gain 2 plants and 6 mega credits. Demo stone. Imagine that impact. We don't use that moon anyway, ha 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 ha. So, 18 mega credits. I gain 4 steel, 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Towing a comet. I have to pay 10 mega credits. I gain 2 plants. Now look what happens when I raise oxygen. It increases temperature, which places an ocean. Whee! And I gain 4 plants and 2 mega credits. Now that was from the oxygen. Let's place this ocean as well. I draw a card and I gain 2 plants. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Comet. 8 mega credits. Right. And I'm going to place my last ocean right here. I gain 4 plants and 2 mega credits. 6 mega credits and 3 heat. Let's place some greeneries. 2 plants and 6 mega credits. One plant and 2 mega credits. And 1 more. Two plants and 4 mega credits. I've only got one card on my hand. AI Central. 16 mega credits, so this is 15 and 16. I gain 3 mega credits. It has a science tag, and since I don't have any cards on my hand, let's perform this action. Lava flows. I have to pay 13. I want to make sure to gain every card possible from the map. And I gain 3 mega credits. Temperature is well above 4 degrees, so I can play mangrove. 7 mega credits. I gain 4 mega credits. And 3 mega credits. One more card on my hand. Restricted area. 6 mega credits. I gain 1 plant and 6 mega credits. It has a science tag. And let's perform this action as well. I pay 2 mega credits to draw 1 more card. And now I've only got 2 more cards to play. Imported hydrogen. I don't have to pay for it. I gain 3 plants, 6 mega credits and 3 heat. And temperature is up. Let's place the greenery. Right here. I gain 4 mega credits. And my last card, plantation. I pay 10 mega credits. Yay! Now there's one more thing I want to show you. Instead of playing plantation, I paid 10. Let's play media archives. I don't have to pay for it. I gain 1 mega credit for every event I play. 20. And let's place the glass greenery using a standard project. So I'm going to pay 23 mega credits. And I'm going to place it right here. I gain 2 mega credits. There you go. And how much money did I have when I started this game? I've got even more now, and I have played all these cards. Anyway, mission accomplished. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.